My name is Duk Mak. I am an Australian Catholic of Vietnamese origin. I am a proud son of a boat person, a refugee, a migrant and asylum seeker. I came to this country in 1993. My father was a boat refugee and he came over in 1992 after living 2 years on Indonesia. My father was treated very well when he was a refugee, despite the living conditions that he had to go through. I am the eldest of three boys and one girl. I was born in Vietnam and the rest of my siblings were born here in Australia. My sister Kathy came after me, then my two youngest brothers, Kevin and David. David has autism, a disability, a mental disability, and he goes to a special school here in Canberra. Fortunately, I came over here on a plane, so I was fresh off a plane in 1993 as a 5.5-year-old. Coming to Sydney, my first place that I lived in was actually an old presbytery of the Catholic Church in Tempe in Sydney. So my formative years was in Sydney, and then I came to Canberra in 1988 after my father finished his studies, and I continued my life here in Canberra until I finished high school at Morris College in 2005. And after about 1.5 years, 2 years at uni, I decided that I would go to the seminary in Sydney to try out my vocation. I decided that I wanted to give back to the wider society in whatever form that may be, and in so doing I decided that maybe the priesthood was one thing or maybe the law studies was another. What prompted my decision to enter the seminary was a courageous act of a parish priest. I was going through a very difficult time, and a person found me in the church praying, and she asked me if I needed a priest, and she got onto the phone and called the assistant parish priest of the next parish to come and talk to me. From that I saw the humility of this priest in helping me, the humility and his courage to give up his time to come and see me, someone he did not know, to talk and to get me out of the situation I was in. From that very small moment, it got me to think, well, maybe I can do something like that for people, be the foundation for people as a diocesan priest. So I decided in 2008 to enter the seminary as a 20-year-old. For 3 years I was pretty much tearing myself apart, asking the question, what is my vocation? Do I want to be a father for a bigger community, or do I want to be a father for my own family? And that prompted me to decide after 3 years that I wanted to have my own family, because I saw the courage of my father who gave up his life to save me and my mother. So I wanted that for myself, to be able to sacrifice my life for someone I love, just like my father did. At the moment I am a paralegal in a family law firm, and I'm working towards being a lawyer, a solicitor. And family law is mostly about divorces, family separation, apprehended violence order, domestic violence order. To keep my faith in that sort of environment is very difficult, where the secular world is saying that marriage is not that important and you can just throw it away very easily. So for me, Jesus is someone who came down and kept on walking despite the struggles, despite the cross that he had to bear, to carry. And because of that, I really cherish songs such as You Keep On Walking, and that always reminds me to keep on walking along despite the storms. Jesus kept on walking because he had someone behind him to support him, his mother Mary. And for myself and my family, Marian devotion is the greatest thing. And without my mother's support, I would not have got here to this stage of my life. To see children in families that are separated, without parents, without mothers, without fathers, I can only say that my vocation now is to be able to help them reconcile their differences in a secular environment, and to be able to help them to keep on walking in their life.